1912, a black and white photograph, fragile with age, captured a family standing together on what seemed to be an ordinary afternoon. At the center stood a little girl, no older than 7, clutching a bouquet of roses, her eyes fixed upon the camera with an innocence that transcends time. To anyone at first glance, it was simply another portrait of the early 20th century. But when historians rediscovered this image over 100 years later and zoomed in on the girl's face, their hearts froze. Something was wrong. This wasn't just a photograph. It was a puzzle. The roses she clutched bore markings, unseen at first, but unmistakable under digital magnification. They matched the insignia of a clandestine society rumored to exist in Illinois during the early 1900s. But here lies the haunting question. How did such a symbol appear in the hands of a child? Was she a victim or a vessel of something larger? Historians search through census records, baptism files, even burial lists, and yet no trace of her exists. A family portrait with a daughter who officially never lived. Who was she? And why was her presence documented only once? Only in this single photograph. Do you believe this little girl truly existed? Or could this be evidence of something staged, a deliberate fabrication meant to hide a darker secret? Comment what you think. As experts pored over the photo, another detail surfaced. The girl's eyes, too still, too lifeless. They didn't reflect the natural gleam of a living child. Some believed she may have been photographed post-mortem, a practice not uncommon at the time. But if that were true, why roses? Why a wedding portrait? 4 years after her supposed death. Even stranger, in later family portraits, she disappears entirely. No sister, no child, no record of a loss. It is as though she was carefully edited out of history. But why leave her here, in this single haunting frame? What do you think? Was she a living child caught in a dark ritual, or a lifeless body preserved in a photograph that refused to die with time? When investigators enhanced the image in 2024, something even more chilling appeared. On the lower hem of her dress, stitched faintly into the fabric, were initials, IV. No one in the family's genealogy bore those letters. But in local folklore, Ivy matched the initials of a convent in Illinois, a convent that, according to legend, raised children for purposes far from holy. Could she have been one of them? If you discovered a photo in your family's history like this, would you keep it as a piece of heritage, or would you destroy it before its secrets consumed you? By 1916, for years after the wedding photo, tragedy struck. 3 members of the family mysteriously perished in what newspapers called a fire of unknown origin. Their records still exist. But the girl? Not a single obituary. No mention. It was as if the flames swallowed her not only from life, but from memory itself. And yet, her photograph remained unharmed. Survivors of the town whispered that anyone who touched the original print began seeing roses wilt in their homes. Was this simply coincidence? Or was the child still watching, still holding her bouquet across time? What would you do? Would you dare to look at the original photograph today, knowing its legacy? Or would you turn away, fearing what you might see hidden in her stare? 112 years later, the photo remains locked in an archive, wrapped in protective cloth, kept away from the public eye. But digital copies circulate, and with each zoom, each enhancement, more anomalies appear. The shadows behind her do not align with the rest of the family. Her feet, faint, almost translucent, and her hands, clutching the roses tighter than any child should. Some swear the petals seem to bleed when viewed under certain light. If this little girl could speak today, after more than a century of silence, what truth do you think she would reveal to us? So what was she? A victim erased from history? A symbol of something darker? Or a ghost caught forever in the glass plate camera? That, my friends, is for you to decide. But know this, every old photograph carries more than memories. Sometimes it carries curses. Backhand index pointing right. If you want to uncover more chilling mysteries like this one, subscribe now, hit the bell, and share your thoughts and comments. Because every mystery deserves more than silence.